So welcome to Boxing Media Hub. I've got the giggles already. And we are sponsored by Falcon Contracting and boxbets.co.uk, the home of boxing betting. We're going for another prediction show. It's myself, Jam, and Ash, the Flash Lane. And
bet responsibly.
18 plus only.
Oh, bleeding out. Here we go. And we are going for Mark Chamberlain versus Gavin Gwynne. Great dust up, this one, in my opinion. Friday, March the 8th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So pick up the price tag as well, lads. Well done on that one. Mark Chamberlain, 14 fights, 14 wins, 10 knockouts. Last out in November against Ramlavs, which was a win, TKO round 10. Gavin Gwynne, absolute warrior. Exactly what it says on the tin. 20 fights, 17 wins, 1 draw, 5 knockouts. Gavin Gwynne was last out in December against Marsili, which was a win which he retired in round 8. Chris has jumped in, brilliant dust up. I think that's exactly what it's going to be, to be honest. And he's put long time no see, lads. Ash, we brought in as a bit of a special guest on this one. Ash, do you want to sort of say why, and then why you're not going to give a prediction?
Yeah, like, look, I'm good friends with Gavin Gwynne. I've trained with him at the old Senegal gym in Bristol Boxing. I watched him spar. I know him very well, and he's a lovely lad. And I just, I'd love for him to win. And I'm so happy for him to get this payday in Saudi, man. I mean, it's just incredible. So I'm just on there basically to wish my lad, Gav Gwynne, I'm just wishing you good luck, mate. All the best. And I hope you come away with that win and a nice big payday in your pocket.
Yeah, you definitely didn't say that before, but yeah, no, fair dues, mate. Yeah. Well, I mean that in the funniest way as to what you actually said to begin with.
But yeah. I'm not gonna. What was it? What's Chris saying? Let's change the subject.
That's the great thing about Saudi paydays for these fighters. And do you know what? Hats off. I think Ash Lane should go out to Saudi Arabia.
100%.
Oh, I love it.
Get that big payday, man. You deserve it. You grind all your life. You deserve it.
Let's call out Inui. Where is he? Let's have you, Inui.
Mate, honestly.
Get to Saudi.
I think we need another comment to change the subject very quickly, right? Mark Chamberlain, then. Where are we going with this one? Ash, do you want to give us the breakdown of both fighters? How do you see this one?
Look, Mark Chamberlain's a class act. I do rate him very highly. He's been. Who is he with? Is he with Eddie Hearn or Frank Warren? I mean, I can't remember who he signed with, but I think it's Eddie Hearn. And either way, he signed with the big boys for a reason. It's absolute class. Yeah. And I do rate him as a top prospect. He hasn't boxed at the same level as Gavin Gwynne. Gwynne's European, British, Commonwealth. He's done it the hard way. He's boxed with the likes of Joe Cordina, James Tennyson. I mean, Tennyson can bang.
He's a beast, mate. He is a beast.
Unbelievable. And Cordina, the skill level,
and he only lost by unanimous decision. He didn't get knocked out, did he?
So no, he didn't. I mean, I tell you now, Gwynne's a very, very tough kid. He can take a shot. He can give a shot. He can, he can box a little bit. But when the going gets tough, he knows how to stick his chin down, grit his teeth, and get on with it.
Yeah. He beat Luke Willis, didn't he? Who was 11-0. Luke Willis, who was a good prospect.
Frank Warren's got Chamberlain.
Yeah, Frank Warren's got Chamberlain. So it's a fight between both Frank Warren fighters.
Oh. Yeah, that's clever from Frank, keeping it in the business. But look, I mean, at the end of the day, like, Gwynne is a proper warrior. Wears his heart in his sleeve. He can if he going against tough, like say, he can dig his teeth, grit in, and get the fight and get the win. Look this toe-to-toe fight with Craig Woodruff. That showed that when they're going against tough, he can grit his teeth and dig in. But it's also shown that he can adapt as well. Because in the rematch with Craig Woodruff, whatever you think of the first fight, in the rematch, he absolutely destroyed him. So, and then he's gone on. He's won the European against Marseille. I don't really know too much about him, so I can't comment. So, I mean, with me, this is a fight where it's like a top talent, inexperienced at the highest level, top talent against a very, very experienced road warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It is a very tough fight to call. I mean, I think if Gav Gwynne can turn this into his kind of up close fight, he can get the win here. But if he lets Mark Chamberlain do what Mark Chamberlain wants to do, it could be a unanimous decision the other way. So, and on that note, this could go either way, and I'm sitting on the fence.
Fair enough, mate. You've got your reasons for it, and at the same time, great breakdown. Jam, listening to what Ash has just said, obviously you've got your own views anyway. Who's got this one, mate? Mark Chamberlain, Gavin Gwynne.
For me, mate, like Ash said, Gwynne is a very, very tough man. But I just think Chamberlain's younger. He's 8 years his junior. He's hungrier. He's got more to aim for in the game at the moment. And I just think he's going to get the points win. I think he's just going to stay out of range early, wait for Gwynne to tire a wee bit, and then take him late on and then get the points victory.
Yeah,
that's why I believe. But Gwynne is a very, very tough operator. And it wouldn't surprise me if he'd done him early. It can go either way.
Do you think that Gwynne is his age, he's slowing down and he's more war-torn?
I wouldn't say no, not really. Not really.
Neither do I.
It still looks fresh.
Well, I think there's a second wind. I think there's a second wind.
Yeah, I can tell you now, Gwynne, he would not slow down. He seems like he's getting better and better all the time. And I know he's got 31, 32, something like that. But I can tell you now that age won't be a difference in this fight. I think what will be a difference is how both fighters go into the fight with their game plans. Who sticks to their game plan? Who can cement the game plan early on? And if Gwynne can cement his game plan early on, I think it'll be a very tough night for Chamberlain. But again, if Chamberlain cements his game plan early on, it'll be a real tough night for Gwynne because he's been and done it before, but it's a high level, and Gwynne doesn't need to chase the fight. Gwynne needs to make the fight his straight away.
Yeah, there's more.
I don't see age making a difference at all in this fight.
Oh, fair enough.
I really don't.
To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me. It's just I feel like I can't see Frank Warren putting this fight on to get his undefeated fighter beaten. You know what I mean? He must believe in Chamberlain to put him in with such a tough operator, because he's not going to want to. You know what Frank Warren's like? He likes to keep his fighters undefeated and get them into big fights. He wouldn't put him in with someone as tough as Gwynne unless he thought he could beat him.
I genuinely think this is the step up that Mark Chamberlain needs to get to that next level.
Well, he's a solid operator, like I say.
Yeah, you've got Gwynne, who's European level,
very tough as well, very durable. Doesn't take anyone lightly. Doesn't go down easy.
And Chris has said Chamberlain needs to stay out of range to win. If he goes toe to toe, that suits Gwynne. And in my opinion,
he'll him in 4 if he tries to go toe to toe. He'll be sparking in 4 rounds.
Saying that, Chamberlain's had more stoppages, 10 knockouts.
Yeah, but look at the level of opponent, though.
But this is what I mean. I think Gavin, for me, Gavin wins this fight. I
hope so.
Mark Chamberlain has to, like Chris was saying, you've got to stay out of range. You've got to use your ability. He's got to stick behind the jab, and he's got to use that in the fight. If he stands toe to toe, for me, Gav will win the dust up.
I would like that. I would like Gwynne to win it. But if Chamberlain's as good as people are saying, he should win this. If he wants to go where Frank Warren wants him to go and where he claims he wants to be, he has to beat Gavin Gwynne.
And the
So
best
I
thing
guess we'll
about
find
it,
out come fight night.
But you've got to look at it as well. I mean, you're saying like Frank Warren wants Chamberlain to win. That could be right. It could be wrong. We don't know.
Well, yeah,
But
we don't know what he's thinking. Yeah,
But Chamberlain, like Frank Warren's just a promoter. Chamberlain will have his manager. Gwynne's got his manager, and then they've both done a deal with a promoter. They've both signed a contract where the winner will evidently stay on. So, like,
Yeah.
back when I boxed Brad Foster for the British, if I won that fight, I had to sign a contract where if I won, I had a 3-fight clause to stay on with Frank Warren. So
okay.
Frank Warren's very clever. Where like and all promoters are like this. Eddie Hearn would be like this as well. Very, very clever. Where, like whoever wins stays on. So they're fighting for Gwynne's. What they fighting for? Gwynne's European. The British come with as well. I'm not sure, but he's very clever. He'd have both boxers on the contract. Whoever wins, he keeps.
He still gets to make his money. Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
true.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who wins. I could be wrong. If Lee has done a great job and kept Gwynne as a free agent promotionally in this contract, fair play to him. But I'm pretty sure that Gwynne might have signed a contract with Frank Warren before. I'm not 100% sure. Could be wrong. But just going from my own experience in the past, when you box in big fights with promoters like Frank Warren, you normally sign contracts where if you win, you kind of stay on for 2 or 3 fights. And as long as you keep winning, you're keeping the team.
Yeah,
you
that's
lose
it.
and you're out the door.
Keep
Well,
making him money. He's going to be happy.
I've just had a look on BoxRec, lads, which is obviously the place to go, the legitimate site that he's never wrong. Is that there's no titles on the line.
Is it not for the EBU?
But it might be because it's in Saudi.
Oh, I see. Yeah, of course, because it's not in Europe, so they can't fight outside of Europe.
Although it got sanctioned with Fabio Wardley and David Adelaide for the British title, that got sanctioned really late in the end for that title to go on. So nearer the time, it could do, but currently it's not sitting there at the moment. But that's not to say there isn't, because it is 12 rounds. So surely that means there's got to be something occurring down the line.
Well, Turkey Al Sheikh, His Excellency, will make his own belt if need be. Don't worry.
Yeah, like that.
He likes his WWE style belts.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going Gavin Gwynne, and for me, he has to stop him. I think it's going to be a stoppage late on. And Chris has jumped in and he said Gwynne 10th round stoppage for him. So
I hope so.
As I say,
he'll have to turn it into a dogfight from the first bell and break Chamberlain down. Get inside his range, force him to fight up close, play it dirty, play it rough, and grind out that win. Think of Hudson against Costas U. That's what Gwynne's got to be like. Hudson against Costas U. On him from the first bell, then give him a second breather, him to the body, shove your elbows in there, shove your head in there, get on his toes, and force him to dig deep. And he could. I mean, Chamberlain's inexperienced, isn't he, at the higher level? So it's very possible that he could, if he jumps on him like Hatton did Costas U, you could look at a late stoppage for Gwynne if Chamberlain retires or kind of just
fingers crossed
away. Yeah. So Chris said, great fight. Looking forward to it. But as I say,
100%.
Let us know in the comments, guys. Give us your predictions on this one. Hit the subscribe button as well. So Ash sitting on the fence for reasons known. Jam is going for Mark Chamberlain on points. And I'm going for Gavin Gwynne, a late stoppage. So let us know in the comments on this one. Just looking forward to it, to be honest, guys.
Me too.
But thank you very much, boys. As always, as I say, leave us a comment, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, Ash, go on.
I have some of that.
I'll let you have that. Go on then.